Preparing to live stream. Oh, prepare. Preparing for warp speed. Preparing for warp speed. Preparing for plaid. Preparing for plaid. What's with all the preparing? Just do it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. We're 2 minutes early. I bet these people weren't expecting that. Like, holy crap, they're usually 5 or 10 minutes late. It was weird. I was just sitting here and then like a little while ago, I was like, oh, Dick Allgaier called 9 minutes ago. Like, oh, I called him back. He was on the phone or with somebody. He was out. Yeah, I'll call you back in a little bit. So he may call right in the middle of the live stream. I'll just pick it up for a second and mute it just in case. Because I had sent him some video of some drone footage of an area that he remote viewed that we thought was it, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
And there's a new one that I said, oh, I think I see the pile of rocks. And so I'm like, hey, go look at this if you get a minute and tell me, do you think this is it? But I don't know if he's looked at it yet. So I don't know if he was calling me to tell me I looked at it and here's what I think or whatever. But I kind of think I already got confirmation anyways from my wife's dream, in my bear chasing me thing. So,
Yeah, that's good stuff. Either that or it feels, Joe, there's been a crack in the force.
That's right. Oh, we got 88 watching right now.
Oh, what's the odds of that one?
Now 94, yeah, 88. Of course, I probably was on 22. I just wasn't watching it. 22, 44, 88. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Don't you like it when you have spirits that really enjoy mathematics?
They get in there and they just mess with it like it's nothing.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. So you want to start in on this, or do you want to wait a minute, or what?
Yeah, we got about 113 in there. Yeah, we can. Maybe we'll wait just a couple more minutes, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's usually like 1,500 or so. There's only 125, although it's a little delayed with my numbers, so who knows? But
I don't know. You might have scared them all away, Joe.
Yeah, like we don't want to know what he has to say. And you're talking about selling all your damn theta fuel and T fuel and. Well, my woo-woo friend did too. She texted me earlier. She goes, "Hey, I unloaded all mine too." She goes, "But what I'm getting is." She goes, I don't know if this is a whole market-wide thing. She goes, I just feel like this might be targeted to theta. Like theta's going to take a big crap, but not necessarily the rest of the market, or at least not right away. And I go, huh. I'm like, well, that's the only one I'm trading right now anyway. So, if it is only theta, great, because this will still work out. But if it's the whole market, well, then we're going to have some red on our screens. So I don't know. It's like these psychic people are getting one thing, some are getting the other, some are getting half and half. It's like, man, it's just everywhere. And I'm like, where the darts are thrown, which one's going to land and which one's going to, hit the dartboard. It's hard to say. Just there's so many different, I feel like there's just different scenarios that are about to play out.
Yeah. Well, the thing is people feel the energy. Obviously, there's a lot of things that are about to happen out there, and everybody is grabbing it through consciousness in different ways. All I could say is really use a lot of discernment on it, because it takes a lot to do it. But I was on the road all day today, as you know, and earlier this afternoon, I don't know what time it was, you had talked to me about your dream. I want to hear about the dream, because I was an influx on what I was going to do with my one lonely Bitcoin. Hey, I water it every day. I hope I give it enough sun to grow, and it's like, oh, it's going to bloom. And then it weeps a little. And I go, come on, baby, you can do it. Oh my God. So I want to get into a couple things. All right. I didn't get back home until it must have been after 5 o'clock today. And then I had to, obviously, because nothing's changed, I had to make my own supper. Okay. And so I had a minute or two to actually, you had made a couple of YouTubes, one, I guess, late last night, which I didn't see. and then another one today. And I really want to take a moment. I really wanted to hear what you were getting in your dream. It brings me back in time where, when New Hampshire Metaphysical was a building per se, and we would have a lot of groups, we used to play a game. It was a great game, taught you a lot of discernment. And the game would have maybe 20 people around, was, if that was my dream, what would it mean? Okay. And somebody would bring out a dream that they had, which was very overpowering to them. And then everybody in the room would say, well, this is what I think it is. And this is what I think it is. And it's a great way to learn discernment, because there's a lot to it. We all talk about sometimes you can't see the forest and the trees. It's the same thing. So you try to get some ideas and stuff. So I had a few moments to listen to what you had to say. And when I was in a parking lot, you were telling me some stuff, but I still needed to hear it fresh. And then I took a few moments to just quickly look at some of the comments, all right, going down. And I didn't look at them all, obviously, but I took a couple minutes, just boom, 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 boom. And there's a couple things I wanted to address there. So listen, Joe, I'm going to give you a little cup of ego. Don't drink it rapidly.
Hold on.
Don't choke.
Hold on.
Yeah, prepare yourself.
Okay.
Really?
I'm sorry. Could you say that again, please? I can't.
All right. So here we go. This is to some of the people that really said some really stupid things. Okay. And I like to always start off with stuff like that. Well, I heard one person who actually said, and again, I don't know. All I did was read and said, "You're manipulating the market." and I'm laughing. I said, "That's like telling a guppy," and the guppy says to the whale, "Hey, get the hell out of the way." Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So that was a stupid remark. Okay. Yeah. and then, people will say and stuff very negative. Oh, you're being greedy. You're trying to do this, trying to do this. So I want to just pull the ship back. And I saw some, not that I belong to a union of mediumships. Okay. I really don't.
Actually, right? You do. The Clan of the Woo.
Well, it is the Clan of the Woo. Okay. And one of the things that I saw was somebody says, "Oh, all this psychic stuff, what a bunch of bullshit." Well, so I'm going to start off with this. You dipshits who would say something as stupid as that, if it wasn't for an incredible psychic named Michelle, okay, White Dove, your ass wouldn't even be talking about it because you want to have it. Now, that's to address one thing. Now, hold on. So the next thing that really bugged the shit out of me is that somebody had the balls to say, Cliff High, that old bastard, he doesn't get anything right. Holy shit.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, well, wait. I got three things to say, and I might repeat myself. 888, 888, 888. Shit, we better get in Bitcoin, don't you think? 888. Okay. Remarkable.
You'll
gift.
Never see those prices again.
Well, remarkable. So for somebody to actually come out and say that, all you're doing is showing your ignorance to other people. Okay? And if you think you can do better, knock yourself out. Why do you even listen to this shit?
Yeah, to start your own YouTube channels about
now.
it.
Well, I got to get on the line, okay, before I get into the good shit. Wait.
No, you did. Remember that? What was that movie with Rodney Dangerfield where he was
Yeah.
with the triple Lundy flip in the pool?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he went back to school.
Yeah,
right?
Back to School. Those things what it was called.
Yeah.
You're doing that. It reminds me of him.
Yeah. That guy was a strange dude, man.
Oh,
he made me ever?
laugh.
Oh my God. And so now the next thing that I really want to address is that, how do I want to put this one? All right. If it wasn't for Michelle White Dove, all right, who's a very gifted person, to get the information about that coin and then share it with Joe, who did everything he could because she didn't even know how to get it. Actually, I think that's a medium thing. We really don't know what the fuck we're doing with electronics. We really don't. We're good at talking to people who are dead, but when it comes to everyday shit, we suck. Okay? And you did everything you could to reward her, set her up, give her a bunch of it, and so on and so forth. And then the very next thing you did, Joe, is you told your friend Bix Weir, right?
Yeah.
So now Bix is in it. Now, the thing I like about Bix, okay, he's funny in his own way, okay? He's like a Grandpa Jones. Who am I to talk, right? And he jumped in it, but Bix is a guy, I swear to God, he knows so much about silver and all this other shit that he knows exactly when JP Morgan wipes his ass every day. That's how good he is at following this stuff. And then Bix looked into it and says, shit, man, there might be something to this. And then what did Joe do? He told all his people. Bix told all his people. And then all of you that are out there got in it, except for me, by the way. I don't have any.
When you're done, I'm going to give the ultimate underdog recovery story epic about
the old underdog.
Wait. For somebody, but go ahead.
All right, wait. Who did he used to date?
Who? Underdog? I don't know who that is.
Polly Purebred. Underdog. Come on, the cartoon. Underdog.
Oh. I don't remember that.
Oh, well, it's probably because you're not as old as I am.
Yeah.
It's Underdog. Okay, yeah, all right. Now we'll go on for that. So, again, all the people that are out there, the reason 99% of you have it is because of Joe. It really is. And because of Michelle. All right. And because of Bix. So it's a circle here. Okay. And understand the reason that they shared this is because they thought it was something really wonderful to share. And because you're dealing with, say, Bix and Joe, they both have really big hearts, like Cliff. Why does Cliff do the shit he does? You know why? Because he really cares about humanity.
Yeah.
He really does. He really does. So these people all shared it. Now, did they put their selves out on a limb? You got this from a psychic? What are you, freaking nuts? Okay.
Yep, I am.
But a lot of people that I've read, I know a lot of them that are multi-millionaires already because of it. All right. So even if the sucker only went to $5 and didn't go to 1,000 that she's saying, I don't even know what the percentage from 12 cents to $5 is, but I think it's pretty damn good. All right. And then I heard somebody saying that, well, he sold all his data fuel. Oh, he's trying to knock the market down. So for shits and grins, I just looked before I got on. I wanted to see if you knocked the market down. Joe, I'm sorry. It didn't fucking move.
No, I'm watching it now. I watched it. It hasn't really moved.
Joe, you're just not that important. Okay. So I'm sorry. Okay. So, you sit there. Well, his greed. Right. He's bought his toys and he's licking his damn ice cream. And not just that, paying off his house, paying off his parents' houses. Okay. Taking care of people in his family. And so you think that he's manipulating the market because he sold his theta fuel that he got for free?
Yes, it was free. It's free. I still can't get over it. It's free. I just sold all that, the rest that I had for free. And it was free. And I'm not going to explain what I got for that, but it was substantial.
But the bottom line is, okay, you're also taking your earnings and helping many people out.
Yeah.
In a very nice way. Okay. So now you're at a point of time, and I think maybe a lot of people might be confused. You say, that's it. I'm out of theta. No, you're not. You still have a bag that you never touch.
Yeah.
Correct?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He never touches it. You know, I've even tried to pry that thing from him to trade it, and he won't do it. So he's in it to win it. But if he's getting all these things that are reoccurring, he's going, you know what? Like a student that I would be proud of. I watch him. I said, you know what? You got a big set of balls, and I like how you roll. Okay. Because he's going with what he thinks is correct. Now, listen, we're all grown adults, except for me. Okay. And well, you know, I have my moments of time, Joe. Okay. And the thing is nobody forces anybody to press a button. And when you get these things, take discernment. Now, think about the position that Joe's in, right? He didn't have to tell anybody what he was doing. And let's just say the sucker crashes. And Joe turned around and says, man, am I glad I got out and I bought back in at a low amount. What would everybody say? You asshole. Why didn't you tell us? What the hell is wrong, right?
That happened before. That happened one time. Yeah.
So the point is, like I try to tell people, and this is why they're drawn to you, Joe, no matter what the criticism is, if you do right or you do wrong, you really come from your heart.
Yeah.
All right. And you could not, okay, here's the ego. All right. Wait, I need to wash it down before I give it too much.
Well, hold on, let me turn my volume. Okay.
Oh, turn it up. Do you need to save this on a recording, Joe? You can play it back. But the thing is you really do come from your heart.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you didn't tell everybody you did it, you would feel like shit. So you tell everybody, and then you get criticized, but not by everybody, but just by a couple that seem to have.
Those are probably no coiner, what we call no coiners. They're jealous. They never got in. They still won't get in because their ego's too big, and now it's too late. And I'm not going to get in now, so they're just mad at the world.
Well, like my mama said, God bless her soul. Yeah. Okay. That there's an ass for every seat, Joe, and there's a lot of chairs out there. So it really doesn't matter. But the bottom line is you come from your heart.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I have no dog in this race. Notice I didn't say old horse in the race. I stuck with the dog this time. I don't want to start something here. All right. And the thing is these trades that we do back and forth, you've done really good on these trades, climbing, doing exactly what we thought would happen. And like I told you before, when we do these trades, when I give you a buy-in number, I'm not even looking at where it's going to go beyond that or whatever, because that's not the point of it. Sure, on everyone, they'll run over, but it doesn't matter. The key is when it settles back down, if you're hodling, it wouldn't matter at all, right?
Right.
You'd still have that amount no matter where it goes because you're not playing with it. But the thing is you try to find these little platforms that you see and you go, okay, that's a buy-in point. And then it is going to go back up again. And then you make another climb and you make some money. All right. Enough of this stuff. So I want to throw this dream at you that you had, Joe. And I'm going to give you my concept of it. And that's all it is. Remember what my mama said now. Okay. my mama told me.
Mama said alligator got those teeth, so angry and got no toothbrush.
Exactly. You ever get gummed to death by a crocodile? That's hard, man. So there was a couple of really important factors. Now, obviously, we all went through the 222 things. You could call it spiritual, you could call it consciousness. I don't care what you want to call it, but it is coming out, and it's coming out for a reason. And it was beating the shit out of you. Yeah. Literally, you would show me the shots that go, dude, okay, there's something really big on the horizon here. And everybody kind of feels it. Well, what is it? So you're trying to put, no pun intended, 2 and 2 together, okay, to figure out what these numbers are. So when you started out on your dream and you found yourself in a courthouse, this is the way I took this. And relating it with the 222, you gotta be shitting me. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. 2020 tax. Okay. Okay.
Different you too.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. And you found yourself in a courthouse. And immediately with the 222, in my thought, I go, he went to a courthouse and the trial has to do with XRP. That's where I'm going with it. And you had 2 people in there, the 2 again, right? That said, no, Joe, we're not going to need you this time. Okay. So you could go on your way. And you went, oh, great, I'm out of here. So you're happy. You're happy about that situation. So you are happy with the court situation. And so you're leaving. And when you were saying this, I went, oh, you went up an elevator? And you said, no, I went up an escalator. I said, well, where did you see the 222, the 2 2s? At the top of the escalator. I said, well, that's interesting. I said, so the way that I'm interpreting that is an escalator or stairs that move, right? But they go up kind of like this. All right. And at the top, you saw the magic number of 22. The way I'm taking everything is that the court is not going to go through with the XRP, that some deal has been struck, whatever it is, and that all of a sudden it's going to unleash. But if he was in an elevator, I would have said it's just going to rocket straight up. But he didn't. He said he was on an escalator. So it's going to keep going up and up and up and up. Okay, versus straight up. And then he talked about, he went outside and there was other people out there. And it was a hellacious rainstorm, hellacious, right? About, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks or a month ago, I said to Joe, Joe, Spirit's really liking what you're doing. You're coming from the heart. You're doing these things correctly. You're sharing your experiences with people because they all need to hear this too, as they're learning their growth and understanding of what's happening around. I said, man, you must have done something right because I just saw like a dam opening up on you and a deluge of water. When you said about the storm, and it was just terrible, you said it was a terrible rainstorm. Incidentally, where I live, we would call that the deluge. Okay, when it's just ridiculous. I went, yeah, son of a bitch. I said, that's connected to it also. All right. So my gut is that's what's going to be happening with the XRP. So I really believe that 2 things are being mixed here. All right. And again, that's just me interpreting your dream. Okay. And all the people that listen to this, it'd be really good if they played that over and listened to it a few times and then look at it in that manner. All right. So that's the XRP thing. Now, one thing, you know, we kind of giggle about my one Bitcoin. What's Woo Dude gonna do with this?
You're better off than I am because I don't have 1 Bitcoin at all. I've got other coins.
I know. You gave yours up for XRP.
I did.
That'll teach you. You're the one who made the market drop with my Bitcoin, Joe.
It was me.
Damn it.
Jay snipped it. I'm a whale all of a sudden.
Yeah, more like a fancy guppy.
Yeah.
So after going through this and searching it, last night I told you, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I might just pull it. I don't know. You know, I was undecided. And then after listening to your dreams, you know, in the drive home, getting here, I said, I'm not going to touch my Bitcoin. And the reason being is I have, I keep seeing the Bitcoin hitting 67,000. Now, I know Cliff said 64, 65. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're right there.
Yeah.
And then I saw another jumps that was like 72,000. And then I didn't see anything. All right. And then all of a sudden, it was like summertime. And I was noticing that Bitcoin was running between $100,000 and $150,000. So I rationalized all this together. I go, well, if it's going to these things, why would I even bother doing anything with mine? Right? So even if it came down, it would go right back up. And I remember maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 live streams ago, I said, now remember, when it starts to get into the 60s and 70s, that the big boys are going to try to shake the fleas off a dog's ass. In other words, scare the shit out of you and then take your Bitcoin because it's so limited. And so I believe that that's what's happening here. All right. And so I'm not freaking out. Now, the thing is like I said, I give you credit, man. You have a set of balls. You're sticking with what you think you're getting that have to do with just theta. Okay. Now, remember, he hasn't sold one of his bags, the big bag. All he's playing with is his trade bag. And he's going on a chance here.
And it's not even my full trade bag of like DigiByte. It's just theta.
Yeah.
Just theta.
On the inkling, because a few people have come forward about other psychics, I guess, I don't know, is that person out of England or Europe or something?
Yeah, somewhere over there, or Australia, okay. Maybe.
Yeah, so came out with that and da. Again, remember, it's interpretations of visions, dreams, even when spirit's talking to you, when you're doing mediumship, they're trying to describe things or show you things. You have to use discernment. And that's why when I get things, as people will tell you when I talk to them, no matter how stupid and weird it is, I just say it because I have nothing to prove. All right. It's like, here you go. It's really for you, not for me. You know, so I'm not shy about saying something really off the freaking wall. But it usually pays out and you just go, wow, I didn't even think of it that way, you know, and then it's there. I truly believe something big is about to happen. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I think my gut, I think it has to do with the bond market. Okay.
Yeah.
And I told you this, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago or 9 months ago, I told you that they told me they were going to release our bonds. And I always talk it as shackles. Then I realized it was the bond market. And then when I keep bringing it up about when I looked at XRP, the people shaking their hands, the credit card, obviously you validated all that. And the basket that she was holding was a woven basket, like a wicker basket. So I understand that the discernment of the wicker basket is everything's being weaved in and out of this new basket that they're doing. So a couple of things happened. I think it was 3 days ago before, I don't even know what day it is. Maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I was doing a reading on a person, nice guy. And he was planning on going to Italy. And right out, I just came. I says, no. I said, you're not going. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, I'm telling you, I see a big volcano really exploding, and there's going to be a lot of issues going forward, right? And what happened last night? Was it yesterday or last night that the volcano in Italy blew its top? But I also remember that as these things start to happen, that there's a compression of time that's coming together, and things are going to start happening really, really rapidly. Okay, from finances to this to that, and that would capture some of the stuff that Cliff is getting, you know, and he's the first one. You know, I'll say you could say one word, but there'll be two meanings. Cliff would say, "Who the hell are you shitting?" There's at least 27 different meanings for that one word, and I'd go, "All right," and he would be right. So it's how you use it, how you phrase it, what is it with, what are you coupling it with? I mean, you could go on and on and on and on and on. And so certain things start to occur, and they start to occur very, very rapidly. Now, one of the big things that I keep telling everybody is that Spirit told me that Trump, exact words, Trump was not leaving. Okay. Had nothing to do with coming back, but not leaving. And then another big, was that Dr. Evil?
Yeah. Laser.
We will call it Preparation H.
Yeah, where's Ian? Come here. Give me mini-me. Yeah, bring him in.
And, you know, one of the things that they kept saying to me, and I kept getting, was the spring will come and a new dawn will begin. That this is really, really big. And I know we're very close to a lot of things. You got little mini-me?
Mini-me's coming.
Oh, mini-me. How are you,
I
buddy?
shall call him. What? Mini-me. Ian, do this. Mini-me.
Say mini-me. Say mini-me. He's going, "Dad, get me out of here. What are you doing to me?"
You see, we would suck off his third eye while you're here for a second.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.
That's awesome. Oh my God. So
all right, go ahead.
The spring will bring a new dawn. And then what I think I was saying it to you, Joe, all the hairs on my everything was just standing up. I'm going, holy shit. I said, a new dawn, a new light, new era begins, the whole 9 yards. I said, what did they call Donald Trump?
The dawn.
The dawn. I went, and all this time, this goes back to meanings of words. The light will shine in. The new dawn will begin. And all this, I'm thinking, you know, the sun, the spring, da-da-da-da-da. And then I went, you got to be shitting me. Is this what it means? Now, it's something for everybody to ponder out there, but it gave me the woolies. All right. And the big dates for me is really the date spring starts. Okay, which is
March 21st.
March 21st.
And the next day is the 22nd.
That's what they take.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Stop that. But the thing is again, interpretation of a word. So all this time, a new dawn will begin. And I'm just thinking, yeah, you know, bright day, we're going into the spring. And then yesterday, and I've been saying this for a while. I mean, today I went, oh shit, could it be Donald? All right. So it gives us something to ponder here. Now, a great change is about to happen in the financial system. And I believe that with the XRP and everything, this is all coming together really rapidly because they're losing it in Europe. And again, they told me, watch Europe first. It'll happen there, then it comes to us very rapidly. So last night, I don't know where I was or whatever, what channel, I have no idea. I just go wherever I'm divinely sent. Okay. And then I heard some news about Germany. that Germany is really pissed off, and they're telling all their people that have money in the bank, they're trying to say, don't give us any more money, and trying to teach them ways so they can move their money into another area. Come to find out is that's happening because the EU has decided to go negative interest rates, and that Germany doesn't want their people to lose their money. So Germany is being controlled by these oligarchies. And I went, holy shit. I said, that's another part of what's happening here. All right. And this is all coming down. And that's why I keep saying the springtime. I mean, spring doesn't hit up here until May or June, but the real spring is the March 21st time.
Yeah.
All right. Now, will things start to happen now? Yeah. Now, again, later today, another weird thing happened. I did tell you on the last live stream how they told me that the political parties will turn on each other and start attacking and eating each other, Democrats and this and that. So today, I had a vision, which was kind of weird, and it was like Wizard of Oz. And I saw the house coming down, right? And who was under the house? My favorite woman,
Pelosi.
NP. Okay, so we know who that is.
Sorry.
So I went over and I looked. So I went over and looked, and she didn't have her magic slippers on.
Did she have her teeth in her mouth?
The analogy I took from that, her body was underneath, just the legs were hanging out. If I saw some teeth on the side, I would have told you, Joe. But the discernment that I get, and they said that they're all going to turn on each other, which has already started, is she's no longer wearing her magic slippers where she thinks she can control everybody. And you're going to see all the Congress people turn on her, because whether she knows it or not, what I get from Spirit is everybody up there in Congress, they all hate her guts, all of them, and they want her gone. Okay, that her magic slippers have gone away, except maybe she just doesn't realize that they all hate her, and things are going to turn really nasty. Okay, but I saw this with Democrats, and I saw it with Republicans too, turning on each other. And that was the newest thing. But again, when I get these things, you look at it. Now again, Joe comes out and he gives people his dream, okay, which takes a big set of them, okay, to do that and say, well, this is what I'm going to do. You got to respect them for he's willing to say this. It doesn't say go jump off the bridge or do this and that. But nothing for nothing. If you got a few bucks, you could leave off to the side, and that sucker drops like a rock, and you're still holding your others, it's okay. It's going back. It absolutely is going to go back. But if you can grab a bunch more because you're more aware of it, and this happens, then I guess you could thank him. Yeah. If it doesn't happen, then you can say, oh, Joe, you were wrong. And then Joe buys back in. See, it doesn't matter if you're buying in at $3, $2. Well, I guess in quantities it does. But when you buy back in, he's going to continue doing those little trade things because he is getting all his theta back that he had to use for his house and his family stuff. And so make that decision if you want to do it or not. Okay. I don't have any theta. So it really does, like I said, I have no dog in this hunt here. But the dreams, I really believe, were about the XRP end of it. But yet, some really great psychics have really given basically your people, your Patreon people and people around you, a lot of incredible gifts like theta. And just remember, none of you would have had it if it wasn't for him and for Michelle And of course, yes, Bix, even you, I love you.
Where is he? Where's our Bix? You're on here rooting around somewhere.
But
Road to Ruta, rooting around. He's rooting around over here.
And again, it wasn't about what some of those stupid things that were said. You did it because you would have felt like shit if you didn't tell everybody, and then it dumped, and you knew about it and took advantage of it.
Right. Well, I did the Patreon post first, and in the Patreon post, I said I'm gonna do a YouTube video too, publicly. Right. I just feel like I just have to say this for everybody, so everybody's aware of this. Because if this thing happens, it would be an incredible buyback. I don't think it's gonna be just a dip. It'd be destruction, blood on the streets. Oh my God! I got back in with a little bit of the profit or whatever, and it turned into a lot of theta because it got hammered so hard. Like, I don't want to just be the only winner. Not it's not going to cost me anything. Yeah. No one has to do anything for it. Just listen and make your decision. It may not resonate with you. You may say, no, hell no, Joe, you're out of your mind. It's there, because there's people, Joe, like they're about to release Mainnet 3.0 in like a month. Well, true, but a black swan event or something can happen at any time in between then. And I just think something's going, and when I had that experience yesterday about we were eating and saw the 222, Cliff High's emailing me 7 minutes later about I think there might be a destructive market move, and specifically theta. Of course, he mentions theta, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even know he emailed me this. So I'm reading it, I'm going, no way. This is like, to me, like this is the 2-2 thing again. Like, what are you waiting for? Sell your damn XRP and get it in lower. And then I asked Spirit. I just said, Spirit, was I a good boy today? Was I
a good boy?
Yeah. As I said, was I a good boy? Did I decipher this right about theta when I did that Patreon post and stuff? Like, could I please get a little sign tonight in a dream? I just really would like to know. I got a damn dream with the 2-2 in it and an escalator and all that. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, there could be more than one meaning in there. Yeah. XRP, that's how that's going to go. Plus, we're just confirming, you're right. There's going to be a dump in theta specifically, and there's that too. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like I got the sign. They gave it to me, and I remembered the whole entire thing. It wasn't like, and it was one of those feelings again where I go, that was not just a dream.
Right.
They told me something. So,
oh yeah.
For sure. So I just, for me, I was like, no, this is a no-brainer. I don't get, I've made mistakes in the past in crypto. So what? And if this is one of them, and they had some other reason for giving me this dream, and maybe it is about XRP only, that's okay too, because I got a bag of XRP. I also have some orders on XRP. I'm still waiting on, if this damn thing dumps, maybe XRP will go with it. 27 cents. Evelyn's thing comes in. Holy shit, she got another one too. Like, this would be epic. Evelyn, you got it. I got it. We got all of our shits being hit for these dreams, man. This would be incredible. Yeah. So,
well, see, that's why you have to follow it out. It's like me with the XRP. I was reading a fellow who's, I don't know what you call them, but he actually only works with zeros and ones. I don't know what those people are. They're definitely above my pay grade. And he laughed at me. He said, yeah, he saw me doing a market deal, and I wasn't following the market, and then getting it, the XRP at 2,222. And he said, as a mathematician, the odds of that happen are just, ridiculous. Yeah. It's really not going to happen. And you look at it, it's like now, well, so why am I still in it? Because of faith. I have to follow this through. Yeah. I have to, because too many things have happened that I can't walk away from.
I'm sorry, this. How many?
Oh,
too many?
All right. All right. I'm going to say one more thing. On my drive home, all right, I was going by a school and I was stuck next to a bus who was pulling out. Yeah. And on the side windows where the kids sit, right? The first window had 2-2 in it. And the second window had 2-2 in it. And it was on the side for me to see it. I'm going,
of course.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up, but you just threw another 2 at me. So
there's that.
I just laughed. It's like, What the hell is the odds of that? All right. So you having this is old people language. Cliff, you'll know this one. You had the gumption to go out there and do this and go for it. Man, I give you a thumbs up. And, even though I'm not involved in that, I look at you and how far you've come, and you're willing to put that out there. Okay. And you're sticking with your guns. Yeah. That's awesome. And if it doesn't help, it doesn't matter. You go back in, buy, and start climbing again. But if it does happen,
it would be the best trade I ever did in my life.
Exactly.
Until XRP hits. Well, then it will be second place.
Well, but the bottom line is you're so overwhelmed with all the other little things that have happened to you. You went, I've got to go with it. I just got to, and I say kudos to you, and you learn, I've learned over the years that sometimes what you think is happening and what you're getting isn't really that. It's like every September, the hair on the back of my neck would stand up. And Julianne would say, well, what is it? You're in September now. That's when I go wonky. Okay. I don't do it anymore. And I go, oh no, this is big. Financial collapse, the whole 9 yards. You're not going to have to pay your mortgage. I kept getting that. Right. And when it happened that September, I go, what the fuck? Then the next September it didn't happen. But the next September it did. I died. I was dead for 2 hours, man. I go, so that was the big dump that was going to happen to me in September. Right? But you're thinking it's one thing.
Yeah.
And I could feel it. It's like, oh my God, it's huge. Whatever it is, And my discernment was off. Just by a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, you kind of have the freaking ego to sit there and just, try to go, well, hey, what I say goes. It's like, give me a freaking break, man. The good mediums that are out there, psychics, are the ones that'll first step out and say, I made a mistake. My discernment was wrong. Listen, like I always do, I look up and I say, you guys know I'm human, right? And that's good. That's usually good enough. But the thing is, when you're doing this and you're putting this out for everybody, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And you're not doing it for you, because if it was,
if one other person, if not even one other person did it, it wouldn't affect me at all.
Right.
Doesn't affect me. Either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose on this particular thing. And if I lose, okay, time to start trading it back up again. No problem.
Well, the thing is see, there's no way you're really going to lose on it. All right. If it goes down, it does what it does. Fine. You're taking advantage of it and you're going to have a lot more.
Yeah. Well, I just sold T Fuel at 15 cents.
Yeah.
And the theta that I had was at 405. This is 12-cent theta that I had and have been trading with a bunch of your calls that I've turned into quite a bit more, actually. That I just turned and sold at $4.
You're done all right with that, Joe.
Yeah. So it's like, did you really lose if I skipped forward to $5 or something, then I had to play it back in at $5? No.
No.
No. But the reward right now is if this hits, because I'm not talking about, I think maybe it'll go down to $3. Oh no. I'm talking beaten to a pulp. Oh my God, we never even imagined a number like this coming back down for theta. And there it is. And I'm going to scoop the shit out of it if it happens.
Okay. Now, I just want to put this into perspective. It's really not about you scooping in really big. That's not what you're excited about, Joe.
No.
If it happens, you're going to go,
I got an effing dream from Spirit.
That
what it's the exciting part.
It's not the money.
It's not.
No, I know. I get it, man.
Yeah, it's really not. For those of you listening, it is not. It is so exciting to know, oh my God, I got a dream and then this happened.
Right.
Holy crap. My wife got a dream and then, oh my God, like it's incredible. It's awesome.
Exactly. And And that is the experience that you want to share. And so many people have this ability, if they would take the time when they have their dreams, write them down, and then fine. You're not going to act on it immediately. It may take you a week to understand it. It might take you a month. All right. Then all of a sudden it pops out and you go, oh my God. And then you start learning a little more. So this whole thing, it's not about the freaking money. And I knew it. That's why I was chuckling. I said to Julianne, I said, I'm so proud of him. I said, that's my boy. I said, I feel bad with some people, but it's like, listen, don't freaking worry if it dumps. I already know it's going right back really, really quick. So it's not a big deal. Okay. So don't get all flustered about it. It doesn't matter. Okay. We're on a freaking bull run. If I see Bitcoin between 100 and 150 G's in the summertime, you do what you want. Okay. And just flow with it. But understanding that you had a set of gonads to come out and just say the dreams the way you do, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for that. No, enough of the ego shit.
Thanks.
Okay. So, on that note,
what else? What else do you need to tell me? It's about Parker Schnabel time. It is about Parker Schnabel time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, anyways, we wanted to do this live stream for everybody.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves hearing us, mainly him. You see me every single day, so I got this guy, and they love him. And who am I to deny them? Unless I can't make it and something happens, your internet's down, I can't get to the damn thing.
Hey, I grew up in the best life. Rock and roll, disco, and Joe Biden. Oh, wait. Come on, man. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wait. Let me click. I want to click my heels 3 times to see if my shoes still work.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, wait. Nancy's got them. Sorry. Or used to have them. Boy, I can't wait to see what happens with her.
Oh, boy. I can't wait till I watch what happens to all of them as they all go after each other, and there'll be no places for them to hide. So it'll be a lot of fun just to tune in and watch them. Bunch of morons. Oh my God. God bless them.
It's like the Three Stooges, except there's a lot more than 3. So, all right, we're gonna end this chat, but I want to chat with you for a second after we stop this. I gotta ask you something. So, you guys, will chat with you later for the next time. And by the way, Cliff High's dates, some of the psychic dates are the 8th to like the 13th of, if something's about to happen, maybe it'll be then.
Yeah.
I saw a couple who were like, well, no, it starts then, but then it gets a little worse the week after. Whatever. We're still talking this month. We're still talking about 2 weeks.
We'll see what
happens, whether it happens or not. And of course, I'll be doing videos. And if this shit happens, I'll be doing a video. I'll be doing a video.
Can I be a friend? Can I be a friend? Can I come on?